Hey, what's up guys? I'm Josh Adams, and last weekend I got to see an early advanced screening of Jupiter Ascending, thanks to my friend Chad off in the corner. You can check out his channel where he does unboxings. But I thought I would put together a little review and let you guys know what I thought of the movie and whether or not you should check it out. So if you're not familiar with Jupiter Ascending, it's a new sci-fi movie from the Wachowski brothers, who are most famous for doing the Matrix trilogy, Speed Racer, Cloud Atlas. And this is their new, space opera. So here are my thoughts on it. This movie can easily be summed up with one statement. It'll make for a great rental. A lot of the dialogue is cheesy, especially this whole forced love interest side of it. One scene that sticks out in my mind for this is when Jupiter is being told about the history of the human race, and she randomly forces it into an analogy about how she can't find Mr. Right. It comes out of nowhere. It makes no sense, and for me it's a shining example of just how cheesy some of the dialogue can get in this. The main villain, played by Eddie Redmayne, is so over-the-top hammy that I could not take him seriously. Most of the movie he's talking in a weird whisper mumble that can be kind of hard to hear. And then a few times, he randomly screams a line and it comes out of nowhere, and excuse me. And it comes out of nowhere, it makes it even worse. I don't know if this is how he chose to play the part, or if this is how he was directed to play it, but either way, it just doesn't work. The plot, unfortunately, suffers as well. It starts out with some interesting ideas, but eventually ends up being very predictable. This is not helped by the fact that they have almost the exact same scene 2 times in a row, with Jupiter getting kidnapped and being forced to do something, and Kane, played by Channing Tatum, racing against the clock to save her. By halfway through, you know exactly where this is all going to go. So with all these criticisms, why is it even worth a rental? Well, it looks really good. While on occasion there is a bit too much happening at once, the effects still look really good, and the action is pretty well done. There are some great fights throughout the city of Chicago, and the battles once they get to space look really good as well. There's also these winged reptiles that look amazing, though unfortunately they don't get to do a whole lot until the last 30 minutes of the movie. But when they do get to start fighting, it's pretty cool. On top of this, not all the performances are bad. Sean Bean makes the most of his part, believably coming off as the old, grizzled soldier. And the other royal siblings, while still slightly hammy in their own rights, come off as much more believable than Redmayne, which perhaps is part of what makes him so much worse in comparison. So overall, it's a movie that will probably keep you entertained while you're watching it, just don't expect to remember much of it a couple weeks later. Is there anyone that would enjoy seeing in theaters? Well, if you're a big fan of the Wachowskis, or you just want to go something with some good action and some great visuals, then you might leave the theater smiling. For everyone else, you should definitely check it out when it comes to Redbox. So overall, I give the movie a 5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.